You guys got the new bumper on. A lot better than the other one, and really like the new design for these wings. They were considerably easier to get bolted on. Now, I will mention I didn't end up using these spacers under here, because when I added them, it actually made the angle worse of the back of the bumper between this body line, and there is a slight fall to it. You probably can't even see it in the video. It's not bad, I'm not complaining. I just feel like, so what are we at now? 0.4 degrees tilted back. This vehicle's raked, about a 1-inch difference. And so you got 2.6. This angle's been, it's a lot better. It's still 2 degrees down on a raked vehicle. I feel like these bolts in here, if you could add adjustability to where you could drop this bumper down lower, that would be helpful. Because the orientation of where these bolts are, there's no vertical movement. So like it ended up being pretty close vertically speaking on both sides, and there's no adjustability. So even though you guys have added adjustability on the wings for that front gap, it's still such a close gap between the rear that you can't, I'm at the max adjustment for trying to raise this front end up. So then I'd have to do that same thing I did before, where you drop this bumper down to increase the gap right here. So that's why I'm saying if these were slotted, so you can drop the whole bumper down, depending on how it's gonna fit on people's rigs. And I even used a pry bar and, you know, bent this down a little bit to get a washer, because as soon as I tightened it up vertically, it pushed this gap even closer. And you really don't want a tight gap, because then it makes it really hard to match that body line. So I think you could even do a larger bend where it comes into there. Like, I don't understand why there's a breakover at all, rather than just continuing this line up at an angle. I don't see what it would hurt, because like I said, the tire swing still isn't sitting level. It still has plenty of fall away from the vehicle. So there's that gap. Looks great. Just really the only thing that's kind of like, depending on how this is bent in relation to that, I don't understand why the bend isn't just straight through. And you see it on that spindle even. The spindle's sitting at, you know, it's still not straight up and down. So it seems like the whole build on this bumper really hinges on how it's first bent. But I think we're good to go, and hopefully you guys will continue to make tweaks and revision to get it absolutely perfect. Thanks.